early, but just what are your, after 4 days, give us your general overall terms. I know you kind of talked about consistency and building that with the group. What have you seen so far?
Exactly right. I think you just hit it on the head, the consistency within the group. I thought we came out first day. You could tell, we was ready to get back into some football, and we were excited. And a few of the details go out the window, and you get back to them in day 2, 3, and 4, and it looks a lot better. And so just the consistency and seeing those details from play in, play out. I think the guys are focused on it 24/7. I think we're making a big emphasis of it. And the things that I emphasize with the group that I love is anytime you emphasize something, you go out and they're trying to get it done at 1,000 miles per hour, and that's what you're seeing right now in fall camp.
A little bit of fanciness, maybe, full pads on tomorrow. Just what's the excitement that you're gauging? How excited are you to see these guys throw on pads?
Yes, I think the excitement is in knowing how good we can be. These guys see it happening every day, and we get a chance to go watch the film, and you watch the film and you see another guy that's holding his end of the rope, and so you just only want to do better for your end, And for the wide receiver group, we watch other groups play ball, and we want to make sure that we're up there with those groups holding the same standards to where when the pads do go on, nothing changes. Nothing changes. We go out there, we do hard stuff 24/7, so when the pads come on, it's just the same deal, and we go execute and have a great day.
Coach Bryson Green obviously showed some of his abilities last year. He's been a lot healthier this year. Where have you seen some of his growth really from spring? How has he emerged as one of the go-to
Yes.
guys?
Bryson is one of those guys that's very literal with everything he does. So you have to be really good with coaching Bryson, because he's going to take in everything you say and try to go do it exactly. He's kind of the epitome of the group, right, where anything you say he's going to try to do it 1,000 miles per hour. So he's a guy that, he has the power within his game that I came in and I first told him, I said, I want to add just a tad finesse. I want to keep that power in there and just make sure we got a little wiggleness in the game, and that's where he's kind of picked up and changed and been able to kind of get in and out of breaks smoother, in and out of releases smoother, and it's helping him more downfield now, because that's when he can play more physical with guys now.
TJ Williams is the guy that came in, maybe didn't have quite the first season that he wanted to. Where would you see the most growth that's happened from him from the end of last year?
Yeah. Man, CJ's just, literally he's like running better. When I watched last year to this year, he's got a better stride gait. He's another one. He asks the right questions, right? So anything you say, you got to make sure you're on point, because the next day he's going to try to go out and do it 1,000 miles per hour, and that's our MO, man. That's what we do. And CJ's one of those guys that holds that standard, and he goes out every day and does it, and when he consistently does it, it pays off for him.
Have you guys been limiting Will just in terms of some of the teamwork so far?
Just being conscious of him. Just being conscious of him. It's easy to see. You look back at last year, it's one guy back with that many catches. So we want to see who else can step up and hold the rope. And we know what we got in him. And when he's out on the field, it's easy to see. And so let's see what happens when, maybe he has to step back a step. And that's it. It's nothing big.
What have been the early returns on Trech and kind of what you've seen from him?
Exactly right, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about him. Just like every other name we've talked about, Trech is a guy that, everything he does it really, really fast within the phone booth. He's really quick, really twitchy, and I tell guys all the time, you have to know who you are. I want you to know who you are so you can use that ability to go be great. And that's one thing that Trech has. He knows who he is. He knows he's not 6'3", 200 pounds. So keep guys off of you. Keep them in space to where they're not as quick as you. And now when you touch the ball, you got them looking silly. And that's how he does.
There's a lot of guys back from last year's group. And obviously, you watch the film. I guess I'm wondering, where do you think this group can grow in terms of maybe, getting more yards per catch and things?
Well, the versatility in the room has really, really picked up. It's always a room that had versatility in it, and now you got more guys on the outside that can go inside and things, and I think it's picking up the competition level to where every little detail that we talk about, these guys know they have to be great at it, because the next man's going to step up and try to do it as well. What we've gotten better is just creating rack. I saw a lot of catch and drops, and not drops like on the ground, I'm saying catch and then falling on the ground, things of that nature where, to me, that's what the plays call for. Whatever we call it at, that's what the plays call for. So we have to get more. We have to create explosives by catching and turning our eyes downfield and going to get more out of it. And so that's the progress we've seen overall as a group. In our route integrity, which entails a lot, and that unfolds a big umbrella, but understanding RPOs, drop back game, and just, I think when you can win the game mentally, physically it's so much more easy. easy. And so that's the part that we're getting down more. We did a great job in spring. Now in fall camp, we're able to take another step. So by the time season come, I think we'll really reap the benefits of it.
Joseph Griffin was one of those guys that didn't get to take part in spring ball kind of late coming in. Has it been a bit of a challenge for him just to get up to speed, or how do you think he's handled that?
Man, I think he's an older guy. Joe's an older guy, so he gets it. He knows it's going to be a learning curve. You know, he knows he doesn't know the offense as well as everyone else. He has to go through that process, and he's an older guy, so he's able to, I guess, cope with it better, you know, than most freshmen can coming in. And so I'm very excited to watch him go throughout this future. Obviously, he's a big dude who's very physical with natural strength about him. So, you know, he sat on his butt for a little while, and now he gets a chance to come out and play a little ball and lift and run and things of that nature. So it's a phase he's going through, and I'm just happy that he's an older guy, so he knows how to go through it. And now we'll be okay. We'll be okay. I can't wait to see him in the future.
Coach, is there anything about arena football that you can apply to the college game or even perhaps the NFL pro game?
Arena football?
Yeah,
Where'd you come with that one?
You've had a little experience with that, haven't you?
I did. It was a lot of fun, and you know, I can't even remember all the rules right now of arena and everything, but I had a lot of fun with arena. A little different a style of a game, you know. I guess there's some things that can relate to it, but I'd have to think about that one a little bit.
Stand Cayenne Barry Johnson.
Cayenne, the things I need to see from Cayenne is the things that I tell a full group, but his is probably more amplified, is the consistency. The consistency on the field, the consistency off the field. Just everything in growing up and maturing, right? As a freshman, all freshmen need to do, you know, and he's a guy that gets it, knows it, and anything I'm saying right now, he won't be surprised by it. And so I think when he does make those strides, he's got a really, really bright future. But right now we're in that phase where, hey, we're in the hay, and we're looking up and we're trying to get out of it, and we will. I'm in this corner and we'll make it.
Why was it important for him to be roommates with Will down here?
Yes. It was very important for Kai to be roommates with Will because of the leadership that Will has taken. He's taken a lot of leadership role from spring to now, and he's still learning now. Still learning every day, stepping up and trying to be more and more of a leader. And I just think when you put some of that kind of stuff on a guy's plate that's older, that has the success that Will has, he has to step it up to even another notch. And so that's been a really good deal for us. I think Will's doing a great job at it, and it's just who he is and how he was raised, man. He's just a great dude, and I thought it would be something good for Kai to see every day how this guy is living, how he's going about the game, how he's going about studying for the game, how he goes about preparing for the next day. Every little aspect of trying to be an NFL football player, you know?
Kenny, how do you view rotating at your position? Because I know it can be tough mid-drive when you're going at the tempo you guys do, but how do you kind of view trying to get as many receivers that are ready to play out there throughout the game?
Yeah, it's all about understanding, you know, who is ready, to go in those reps and things. Obviously, when you make a game plan, you kind of know when things are coming, you know. So you get to the red zone, you want certain people, you get in the field. It's a little different field, but honestly, it is a field. It's a field, you know. You want to keep guys fresh. We talk about the fourth quarter around here. I want to make sure in the fourth quarter I got the best guys ready to roll, and they're fresh enough to go out there and go win the game.
How many guys do you think that takes?
Not sure yet. I do love the competition that we have rolling right now. I do think we're pretty deep. It's tough. I love to see us play 11-on-11 ball, just straight scrimmaging, you know, and putting the pressure on where everybody's on the sideline and seeing who's going to perform. You know, I think that's the next step of it, because right now I think we're all kind of not in a comfortable zone because they're working, they're hot, they're whatever, they're getting tired or whatever. But I want to see it when everybody's off to the side and the lights are on, and hey, you got to go perform. Nobody's out there helping you, so that's the next step, to figuring out that number, you know.
You had a couple more here for Coach. You had a new guy with you today, in Nate White.
Gotcha.
Yeah, what went into that decision?
Giving him a chance. You know, giving Nate a chance, and I think it's a good move for him personally, and from here it's about the mindset of it, right, and how he approaches it and goes about it. And like I said, I'm in my guy's corner, so I'll be in his corner, and I'm here for him and want him to do great things. So I can't wait to watch him and get my hands on him and see what we can do.
I know he's not in your room. What are your impressions of Darian Reese's pass catching ability?
Oh my!
Some of the things he can do, especially for a freshman.
Yes, I mean, I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. Our freshman class is really impressive, and he's one of those guys. You know, you look at the old linemen, man. I mean, look across the board, and I don't want to point out a few of them, but that guy Dan, I mean, he's a different breed. You know, he's one of those guys with contact balance. You see it in his legs with the thicker lower half. A guy that just naturally, when he puts the ball in his hands, you can just tell something's about to happen. You know, something's about to happen. So we're excited about him. I can't wait to watch him go. And I honestly, by the time I feel like season rolls around, I won't even be surprised by the things he's doing.